Okay, I had to be absent for a few minutes, and I came back and made some decisions about the shape. This is not the position the painting will be in when we hang it. It will be as I started it, lengthwise. But to be able to show you on the full camera effect of the camera right here, I have laid it down, plus it made it easier to do some work right in here. So this is a book. Had to decide what it's going to be, and now it's a book. Still not worried too much about the details. We'll get around to that later. But I've put all colors of violet and blues in here just to keep it interesting. And also, you notice that this loop I had through here, now I covered it up. I will decide at some point what it should be behind and what it should be in front of, according to what I want to bring out into the painting. I believe I'll let it fade in behind the book and bring it out the other side. After this gets dry, I will decide that if I do, then I will just paint over this, continue to paint over this, and then pick up this shape and bring it across, and it'd be across, then it would be across the cone shape. So that's one decision I'll need to make. Right now, I'm going to take this color of blue. It's several colors of blue, and I would like to take the chance to tell you what colors I'm using in this painting. The colors of blue that I have used, and I'm using this this brand right now. It's by Fine Touch. It's a reasonably priced paint, and I have the standard blue, and I have the ultramarine, which you can see right here. I have Naphthol red, yellow medium, white, pink, and light violet. Of course, I have incorporated the umbers and the siennas in the smaller tubes that I have also by Academy. I'm not promoting either one, I'm just telling you what I'm using. Okay, so right now I have changed this into a book. So I'm going to another project right now with a smaller brush, and I'm going to take this blue object and decide what to do with it. I work mostly spontaneously. This is kind of the way I do most of everything in my life, is just what feels right at the time, what needs to be done, and what's important. That could be said about how I keep house. I do what's important and not worry about the things that are not important at the time if something else calls me. Okay, right in here, I'm going to continue this line up into a triangle shape. Let's just see how that looks. Okay. The more things that I have overlapping other items, the better I like it. So that's how I started out with this. I could go in here now and add something else along here, but I've let the theme boil down to a bottle, a clear bottle, an ice cream, and a paintbrush. No other item besides a book is important to identify. They're just shapes and colors and something to draw the eye to the painting. So now we've already made this decision, and I will straighten it up a little bit later. Now I need to decide what I'm going to do right in here. I believe that I'm going to incorporate this into like one shape, like a spiral. I've done that before, and I like to do that. I don't know why. It seems to be fun to do, so that's why I paint. I paint for the fun of it. I don't paint to make money, even though it does come in handy. But my main purpose is to paint and teach others how to paint. And I call it my therapy. I've painted for many, many years. Okay, so I'm just going to dip my brush into white into yellow. I started out, when I started painting, I started out mixing everything with a palette knife so precisely, and now I just use the brush. So we're going to have everything kind of yellowishy green. And as I said a while ago, we'll decide how to do this blue loop in here. Need a little water. I'll get into this yellow here again, and I'm going to spiral it off into the green one like this. Now it is like a motion. It's going somewhere. You might even say it looks a little bit like a slinky. I just realized that. So whether I'm going to leave it just like that or do some more to it, I don't know. I'm not going to do much to it right now because I have a tendency to overwork things, and I'd rather be spontaneous. But this moment I see a little bit of white here that I'm going to encircle with the shape and get rid of it right now. So the last motion I had with this spiral was to go through here, and I'm going to get some more yellow and just kind of finish up the thought. I came into this maybe this way. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and bring this out and just let it spin out. They say, well, what is that? You know, it's a shape. It's showing motion, color. Motion and color evoke emotion of some kind when we see them. And I think it's what art is meant to be. It's supposed to be emotional. It's supposed to be an attachment, or remind us of something that we have enjoyed before, that we know. We may even debate the meaning of a painting. It happens very often. So I'm just going to leave that hanging there like that. So now this is one continuous motion that the bottle will show through partly when I paint the bottle. The bottle will show over the top of the book. The book will be behind the bottle. And I wanted everything happening behind this glass so that we can see what does glass do. It distorts. It distorts everything. The lines and everything will not be straight. So I think it'd be a good time, now we know where the bottle exactly is going to be, to go in here and kind of do a little bit of distortion of the lines that we have in here of all these colors. And just have it where everything's not so exact. It would look like it's kind of, it makes it look more like glass. So I'll just take each color and kind of blur it a little bit or bring it out a little bit, because it's going to be behind the glass. And we really don't know until we do when we bring the green through here exactly how it should look, but I know it shouldn't be that clear. It should be a little blurry. We're not looking through a liquid, but we're looking through glass. I may choose to put this spiral, since it's interesting to me, I may choose to put it in front of the bottle, so I will not put the glass on top of it in this area until I look at the whole thing and make up my mind. Okay, so now we have just about distorted everything in behind the glass and blurred everything. So I want to look at this as if in the position that I'm going to be seeing it. Then I'll lay it down so that I can work with it easier and show you more. Okay, now you can see where the bottle will be, and I have to redraw it in here. There's the top of the bottle. Here's the bottom of it. So we're going to have a book in there. It's just floating around. It's in someone's thoughts. We have to look at it that way. We have something interesting here that's pretty. I think it's looking more like a snow cone than it does an ice cream cone. It's evolving. Everything's evolving. The brush is pretty much finished. Now I have to decide what to do in here. I believe I'm going to put the bottle over the top of the book and have the book distorted behind it here. And here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these two shapes, so I'm going to wait a while. And I'm really not too sure what I'm going to do right in here. So those are the things that we'll be deciding together. Maybe I'll ask you to send me your thoughts as you watch me paint. Maybe I can pick it up through the air. Let's see, they call it telegraphically, thought-wise. I shouldn't try those fancy words when I'm not good at them. So here's this yellow needs to be kind of showing through there, the green. Okay. Now, of course, this blue is going to be showing through here. I like to show lines or texture. If you'll notice, I did put some wood texture here and here by just dabbing it with about 3 different colors of brown. I did different strokes of lime color and different colors in here.
This is an antique shop.
Just 1 second, please.
I may learn something.